What's up, you bastards? So, we are back in the Iron Italian kitchen, and you guys know the rule. Even though it's been a while, it goes wherever I go. And today, I happen to be down in Wildwood, Florida with my best friend.
Hello, welcome to Florida. What are we cooking today, Jake?
So, you bastards, we're cooking chicken parm, so keep your eyes open, your ears peeled, and also your ass. Okay, so first things first, nobody wants to see a bison like me clean the chicken on camera, so I did it before we started. Anyways, we're gonna start off. We got 6 filleted breasts here. They're cleaned and they're ready to go. We got some melted butter here, and we're about to do the breadcrumbs. Now, I always say buy original so you can season it how you want. Don't buy Italian because they don't know what they're talking about when they say Italian. So, when you buy the breadcrumbs, you're the one that's gonna make it taste good, not the people that put it in the can. When seasoning the breadcrumbs, we're gonna use a couple essentials here. What I love to do is throw some fresh basil in there, and my boy Shane has a great hack for chopping the basil, so I'm gonna let him show you how it's done. Show us how it's done.
All right, you got your basil. You layer it up like you're rolling a joint. You got your leaves, maybe about 10 leaves over here. Then you roll it up like a joint. Roll it up nice and tight, just like your joints. After you got it rolled up, take your knife, look away, and cut. After you cut your basil, she's ready to go.
We're gonna put the basil with the breadcrumbs, and then we're gonna add everything else.
Salt. Lots of salt. A good amount of salt. That's really a lot of salt. Your pepper? Dang, looks like you're doing something else over there. Looks like you're familiar with those kind of strokes.
Don't forget your garlic.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The star of the show. Couple spanks. And just for good measure, some parsley. And a couple extra herbs. Never hurt nobody.
Never hurt no one.
And then you just mix it. You care to do it?
Best mixing method I ever learned.
Very important step. Preheat your oven. I'm gonna do 375. So, usually you'll want to do this in a baking dish, but Shane and Hope ain't got a good baking dish yet. So we're gonna make do with what we got. We're gonna put the Earl, make sure you grease the whole thing. Because you don't want your meat to get stuck to the pan. So next, you got your tomato sauce. If you want to know my family recipe for the tomato sauce, you gotta watch the first video that ever was posted on the channel. You want this to be cold. You don't want to bake hot sauce for this dish. You want to put it on the pan cold. Now, it is gonna be a bit of a challenge because usually, like I said, we want it in a deeper baking dish. So, what we're gonna do is basically make a base here. Gonna get a little messy, but that's okay because I say if it don't make a mess, it wasn't made with love. So we're gonna spread this out, give us a nice little base here. Now, as the bowl is dripping with the velvet, we're gonna start getting our chicken ready. All right, so now that you have your pan prepped and ready, you're gonna take each fillet, you're gonna dip it in butter, because everything's better with butter. And then, once you have it coated, you're gonna throw it in with the breadcrumbs. Make sure it's nice and covered. You don't want to skimp out here. And then you're gonna put it on your pan. And then you do the same thing for each fillet, and you continue until you ain't got nothing left. All right, you bastards, congratulations, you made it this far. So, once you get to this point, and you have breadcrumbs and raw chicken and butter all over your hands, you're gonna go give Shane a hug. Next step, what you wanna do, you're going to cover each fillet with sauce. We're kind of running low here, so we're gonna be a bit conservative with it. Okay, so we're gonna take this sauce, and we're gonna cover these fillets like I told you we was. Now, if you got any problems with the way I make my chicken parm, you don't share a last name with me, so I don't want to hear it. Once we get this squared away, we're going to recover the pan, and then we're going to pop it in the oven because it's ready to go, baby. We got all the fillets covered in breadcrumbs in 2 layers of sauce. Now, what we do, you're just going to cover those pans up, throw them in the oven. Would you like to do the honors, Shane?
Oh, hell yeah. Take your tin, cut it off, then roll it up like a joint. Take your tin, cover your pan, roll it up like a joint.
So while the chicken's cooking, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get ready for the avast. So we got a pot full of Nova reverse osmosis filtered water here, supporting local business. Now, like my dad says, you want your water for your avast to taste like the sea. And that's what we're doing. And I ain't stopping for nothing. So now you bastards, you're gonna get a bonus recipe here. So super simple. We're just gonna do some garlic and oil over the pasta because we kind of ran out of tomato sauce for the chicken parm. So we're just gonna get this ready. So we're gonna do a little bit of olive oil in the pan. And I know you can hang me for it. We're gonna use some garlic. We're gonna get a nice helping of garlic, as my grandfather would say. So once we got that, we're gonna do salt, pepper, and like always, the star of the show, the crushed red. Good little spank. And when the pasta's almost done, I'll show you when we're gonna start this.
All right, party people, we're in the pasta stage. Take out your noodles. You always want to try them first because you never really know. Yeah, that's good. I would say that's pretty good. Throw your noodles in. Just like that, and make sure to always break your noodles. That's a life hack. And make sure also to get them literally everywhere. When you get them everywhere, it spreads everything out, makes it way easier, let me tell you. All right, next up, grab your ziti. You're gonna pull it out, lift the aluminum foil out of there, you put some cheese on there, then you put it back in the oven. You know how we do it. You grab yourself some mozzarella. Take a few, throw it in there. Take a few.
Come on, be generous, you bastard.
I don't want to waste it all, you know.
We got 2 bags for a reason, you
There's
paisan.
people starving everywhere.
Well, I don't give a
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Uh-oh, we're out of cheese.
Okay, so now, while the pasta's boiling, you don't want to strain it until you make sure that pasta is al dente. In the meantime, we are going to get this garlic started. Now, the thing with garlic and oil is you want to watch your garlic very closely because the second you see brown, you got to get some of that starch from the pasta. What that's going to do is freeze the garlic from burning. And now, as the pasta is al dente, we got the garlic going, the chicken's done. All right, you bastards. So once your pasta's strained, your garlic's good to go, You're just gonna put it back in the pot, and you're gonna put it right over that bad boy. Then, from there, you season it how you want, baby, and you're ready to roll.
That is chicken Parmigiana.
All right, here we go, you bastards. It's time to eat.
Oh yeah.
Load up on the boss. Carbs are good for you. So we're gonna do a little bit here. Now, would you look at that? There's some food porn there. This is better than. I should watch what I say, because if my future wife watches this video, she's gonna think I like my chicken parm more than her. First bite.
I would literally do that out of 10 out of 10.
Motherfucker! And then, when you're all cobbed up, you go to the gym. Like you're working out like a couple of union guys on their lunch break. Yeah, ho! Oh, she's gonna like it.
Really good.
Out of 10.
So good. 10 out of 10.
Wow, no room for improvement?
Nope.
All right, we did good, Chain.
That's a thumbs up approval.
Amazing.
For a couple of bisons like us, we did good. But I thought I told you to go. What are you still doing here?
Basil, basil, basil. That happened to me one time. My meat used to get stuck to my pan back in 09, bro. Oh.
Back in Nam.
3, 2, 1, action.